Hey fam, it's Shirtless Astrology with Marvel Rex here. What's up? I'm getting blinded by the light. Speaking of being blinded by the light, we have a solar eclipse on September 21st. The next day, September 22nd, Mars moves into Scorpio. What does this mean for Donald Trump? Okay, yeah, we're gonna talk about Mr. Donnie. So let's go all the way back to ancient Babylonian astrology first, because guess what? I'm a geek and I love history. So here we go. Ready? What are solar eclipses? The sun has always, from thousands of years ago, from an astrological perspective, has always ruled kings. So solar figures are kings, presidents, prime ministers, leaders in general, even cult leaders, okay? All right, so solar figures. A solar eclipse, eclipse, means to remove or to be shadowed by the light of the moon during a solar eclipse. So the moon is causing a refraction onto the sun that is complicated for the sun, and it changes, eclipse, removes, changes the situation with the sun or solar figures. Now look, I would not make a TikTok about him if I didn't look at his chart and go, holy shit, this is huge. So if this was a client of mine, I'm putting the chart up here. If he was a client of mine, I would be like, yo, make sure you're near a hospital. Make sure that you are not doing anything sketchy about a week before and a week after this eclipse, but particularly on the 21st, 22nd. Okay, so what happens here? We can look at the chart. The most highly predictive form of astrology, in my opinion, is nodal work. So looking at the nodes. The nodes hold such a potent degree of predictability in terms of how people's lives change, for good or for ill. Technically, both are considered malefic, the north and south node. This one is hitting him on every angle. It's just like boom, 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 boom. So first off, you can see he is a late Gemini sun, late Sagittarius moon. He was born on a lunar eclipse in Sagittarius. What we're having is a solar eclipse in Virgo. All of these signs I just mentioned are in 90-degree angles to each other. Rather, the axis of Pisces Virgo is in a 90-degree angle axis to Sagittarius Gemini. What this means, squares. Squares are the nature of Mars. Something is going to change. What does Virgo rule? Health. What is the sun? Vitality, solar figure. What is the moon? The body, physical body, how the body is feeling safe in its fucking vessel, right? He's getting an eclipse with Saturn at the final degrees of Pisces as part of this setup. And Saturn can absolutely rule endings, finality, especially at the final degree of Pisces, squaring his sun and his moon. This does not look good. And then the next day, Mars moves into his fourth house. The fourth house has everything to do with the foundation of a person's being, whether they feel safe in their body. It is the home of the moon, going back to the body, going back to health. These are so many health aspects. This is so many health aspects at once. So, my prediction, based on this, plus his Uranus is getting squared by this eclipse. Like, you just come on, look at that. Uranus is getting squared, which means sudden shocks, surprises, crazy shit going down. In his 10th house, right? His public figure. Like, this is where I'm like, this will be visible. This eclipse is going to bring something to light. And it often is the downfall of kings. Eclipses have historically been the downfall of kings, which is why in ancient Babylonian times, ancient Egyptian times, they literally hid the kings during eclipses. They hid them. We'll see what happens here, okay? So one thing I want to say, prediction-wise, is that this is my prediction. You can hold me to it. It's going to be on TikTok. My prediction is... So my prediction has to do with starting on the 21st. Eclipses take 6 months to play out. My prediction, very clearly, is he's not going to make it till February. That's it. That's my prediction. He's not making it till February. He's not making it to February in the same position that he is in terms of presidency. So again, the 10th house, which is where this eclipse is slamming him, both the 10th and the 4th, but the 10th is like your public persona. This eclipse is coming in so hard that there's no way that the 10th house will not be changed by this experience, which means his title will change. He could also leave the planet. I have seen this with many client charts. I have predicted people's passings based on the nodes. So anyway, that's the long and the short of it. We'll see what happens. Astrology is a predictive art form, and we like to be right, and we base it off of thousands of years of accrued knowledge and predictions, but we'll see. All right, guys. Whee!